Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Sunday night, and as per usual, this is when we watch the markets as they open up in Asia. That's right, they open up at this hour, and we will keep an eye on those. We have a little bit of time before they do, so we're going to answer a couple of comments here we have Cyber Curtain Twitcher on the SALT test here, says, how time flies. Good to see the unveiling and how it has fared. Yes, indeed. Pretty interesting indeed. I kind of wish I would have added more water. I think we would have probably have seen maybe a greater amount of erosion, as slight as it could be. But nonetheless, there we go. Good crowd here tonight. We have got Silver Patriot, FGNS is here. RPM. Yes, indeed. Are we rich yet? Almost. Maybe we'll see here. Yankee Pride is here. Jeremy Baker is here, and Jimmy as well. Christopher Schaefer, and we've got Snakebite with us as well. Welcome, Snakebite. Relatively new to the channel. Glad you guys are here. Kevin07, we do have coffee, and James Smith is here with us. Yes, indeed. The markets will be open up here very, very soon. I'm going to report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device and answer Rude Awakening's comment on watch what Egypt is doing to the dollar. Yes, indeed, they're trying to work their way away from it. They, for sure, they are a staunch USA ally, and it's very symbolic. This could be the domino that the world was waiting for to have this pebble kind of take away. So we'll see here. I wasn't sure. Play says that Egypt is not a member of NATO. I heard that they were. I think maybe I incorrectly stated that in the video, but I'm not sure, but nonetheless, there we go. HVAC Residential Basics is here. Kevin07, good to see all of you guys as we march on through. Usually the markets open about 2 minutes at, well, the Kitco shows it 2 minutes after, so we'll get to that here in just a moment. Dark Chocolate really got my attention. Yes, indeed, showing a little bit in this video. Thank you, 64 quarter. And Edwin Tan says, good evening. Thank you, Edwin. Appreciate that for popping in. Your greetings mean a lot. And Do Dave, awesome, real money piled in front of fake money. That's right, exactly. There you go. All right, that's how we do it. Social Dilemma is here. Welcome from Canada. Tobacco Row is here. Hello, Tobacco. Good to see you, as well as the great Liquid Electrum is here, as well as Platinum Gnome. And Coin Sense and Nonsense, I'm braced and ready for impact. We'll see what happens. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, sir. And Low Blood Pressure says it will be slammed again. Silver spot $18.50. Silver Eagle 45. Yes, indeed. Exactly. I think that's what's going to happen. All right. Hey, look at this. Snakebite with a patriotic super chat. 1776. Thank you, sir. All right. Very good. As we do our first market watch, we'll give you 18 push-ups for that. Just we'll round up. But thank you so much. Snakebite. Very kind of you, sir. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the markets now as they open up. They are open. Look at that. And they are open to the downside ever so slightly, but still down. Gold is down $2.40. Silver is down 2 cents. Look at that. Now, the platinum and palladium typically take a little bit longer to react, according to the New York price, 952. In 1871, but look, they are reacting out of the starting gate as well, down. And down they are. Yes, indeed. All right, so let's see here. Let's slurp some coffee and do these push-ups for Snakebite. Thank you again, sir. Appreciate that. Here we go. For those of you new just joining us here, typically every dollar donated via Super Chat, I do a push-up. Every dollar donated via PayPal, Friends and Family, I do 2. Yes, indeed. So here we go. Hello, Love Button. Good to see you. Welcome to Love Button. Hope you're doing well. Here's 18 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 18. All right. We finished at 18. It's about to go to 20, but yes, indeed. Silver Wolverine is here. Good to see you, sir. Silver Survivor is here. Sterling Cannabis is here. Welcome. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. Okay, now let's get back over here. There's where the markets are. We will, as per usual, keep an eye on these markets and see what's happening as we progress through the night, because this is what the Market Watch is about. But so far, they are down a little bit. Yes, indeed. Very good. All right, let's move on up. We've got Trust Monkey says here, a few weeks ago in Los Angeles, I called a few coin shops to see what they would pay for silver rounds. Not one shop would pay spot. Got offers of $15 to $17 per ounce. Also got an offer for a quarter-ounce gold eagle. Got an offer of $3.50. Wow. That is crazy. You called a few coin shops and they would not pay even spot price. That's insane. That is unusual. Well, I think there's other places you can go, that's for sure. All right. Very good. Thank you, guys. Look at this. Cyber Curtain Twitcher is here, and he's been a channel member for 31 months. Amazing. He might be one of the longest and most consistent channel members here. Definitely the most consistent. And thank you so much, my friend, as an honorary citizen. Yes, indeed. Thank you. 31 months. Wow. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you. By the way, he posted a video today, and what I think very well could have been the inspiration for the wedge-tailed eagle. Check out his video he posted today. Treasure Charger is here. Welcome. Good to see you. And Dale Val, yes, crazy that it's down today. But hey, things could change. Next month I did a video talking about what could be coming in November. I'm going to slurp my way through. I have some dark chocolate here that I may have as well. So very good. All right. Sterling Cannabis, I'm with you. I think that is very suspicious. I cannot believe that they're going to give that much under spot for it a few weeks ago. I mean, I think it was higher a few weeks ago. PCGS for $3.50. I think that's just crazy. Something doesn't smell right about that. Anyways, all right. Timothy Whittington, stacking chocolate. The struggle is real. Betcha that'll buy more in a barter situation. Very well could. You know, some of these things, like liquor, cigarettes, this stuff will do very well. Do very well in that type of situation. Silver Stealer, you may have actually made the coin better. Take that, U.S. men. Yes, perhaps so. Very well could have. Rocky Superstar is here. Good to see you, my friend. All right. Yes, indeed. And Anthony Cheesery says, thanks for talking about the energy shortage in the U.S. Yes, indeed. And well, and the thing is, somebody had pointed out a technicality of it. And that's just meant that that's what's left to refine. There is more diesel out there. It's just not refined. I don't know exactly the particulars, but still, it's an unusual circumstance, no matter how you paint it. Sterling Cannabis says gold is a year-round desire for him. The bumps in the road can change my stacking strategies for the short term. Yes, indeed. That's right. Yep, exactly. I hear you, Sterling Cannabis. Hey, Judith and Dan Davis is here. Happy Sunday to Leap7N, and Jerry Parker is here. And we also have Liquid Electrum saying, I sold the beat-up half-ounce Gold Eagle 2 weeks ago for 10% over spot in Nashville. So that's one that's got some damage to it, and he did that. Wow, that's sold it for 10% above spot. That's amazing. Well done, Liquid Electrum. Exactly. And Silver King is here reporting for duty on his day off. He works hard, and so we're welcome to Silver King. Good to see you, sir. Glad you're here. Hope you're able to relax and enjoy the day. All right. And we have Dig Nitty is here, coming to us from Sweden. Welcome, Dig Nitty. Hope you're doing well. Very good to see you, sir. Glad you are here representing Sweden. Always appreciate some of the newer viewers, especially if they're coming from, overseas. And I imagine Sweden is going to see quite a situation with heating this year. And in fact, feel free to chime in on what you think about fuel costs there for the winter months in Sweden. Why, says here. This is my unexpected result, the Salty Eagle video. 2-year. Says, very interesting video, thanks. I would never have expected it to change in a way that would make it look old or change in color in some sort of way. Maybe you would have to add a 9-volt battery at the bottom for that. Yes, perhaps so. People suggested I put vinegar in there and the like. But I did put water in it, and I've set it back up there. I put a fairly healthy amount of water in it that should hold through the next year. So we'll see what happens for year 3. I may do another video or another experiment with something else and see what happens with vinegar. But vinegar I don't think is going to do much. I want to try to find something that's strong enough, but yet a household thing that would actually erode away the silver. We'll see. All right, very good. Thank you, guys. Fossil Metals is here. Good to see you. Welcome. And Creek Runner 007. Let's do one more for Sterling Cannabis. Then, stay tuned, folks. We're going to look at the markets again and see what they are doing. These markets are so far down today, and we're going to see and track it as we march through here on this live stream. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets better, says Sterling Cannabis. While the Democrats are walking out of power, they will damage anything they can. I hope you're ready for this winter, I tell you. And I actually would not, I actually am advising people against from thinking it's just going to be a slam dunk in these elections. Be very careful, and we'll see what happens, but get out and vote. I encourage all Americans to get out and vote this November the 8th. Yes, indeed. All right. And so let's see here. Let's get over here and see what the markets are doing now. What are they doing? They are now down a little bit here, more. We've got silver down 4 cents, $19.30 is where silver is now. Gold down $1.30 to $1,645.40. Meanwhile, premiums are through the roof. Insane in the membrane, and they are climbing. Platinum down 2, palladium down 9. Yes, indeed. And this shows, especially with what people are paying or what local coin shops, for the most part, and online bullion dealers are paying for silver and gold. We're starting to see a true separation between the spot price and the physical. The physical and paper markets are being separated. All right. Liquid Electrum is waiting for silver spike to lighten my load. Trade silver bullion for gold. Got to time it right. Exactly. That's true. Liquid Electrum, you've got to time it right. Yes, indeed. And you've done fairly well with timing things in your experience. So well done, sir. Yes, indeed. Very good. Treasure Charger. I cannot help it. I've got to pin this. That is the funniest thing I think I've heard in the long term. The Ozfetamine race is neck and neck and neck. That's indeed the case. That is for sure. That is right. Down to the, not wire, but down to the hump. That's for sure. Because, you know, Wednesday, this coming Wednesday is hump day, and it's neck hump day for Fetterman. Good to see Milk and Honey. Welcome. Good to see you. I'm glad you are here. Appreciate every single one of you joining us here tonight. We're almost at 100 viewers, and we have less than half of those people have thumbed this video up. If by some chance you find it upon yourself in your heart and in your mind and maybe even in your soul to press that thumbs up button, I would be mostly appreciative. You would mean the whole hemisphere to me if you were to do that. All right, very good. Let's march on through here and see what we've got with this other comment here. And Silver Patriot says November will be just the beginning. 2023 will be another challenging year. I think so too. Yes, indeed. For sure. Mark Lewis says, thanks, Sal. I believe in precious metals as my backup savings account. Happy Halloween. Yes, indeed. There you go. That's the best way to do it. You can have a savings account and a backup savings account. Gold and silver should be the savings of last resort. Christopher Reed, welcome. Glad you're here. We've got JM Unleashed is here. Welcome. Good to see you. And glad you're here. Platinum Gnome is here. I hope you will check out the newest video I posted, Platinum Gnome. You might like that one. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. Let's march through here. We've got Martin Olson with some algorithm food. Always appreciate it. Even if you see a video and you really don't have much to contribute, if you just put algorithm food or algorithm food, either one. It does help the algorithm, and it's much appreciated. James Smith, appreciate you always being here. And Jay Silver Bravo is here. He's here. Welcome. Good to see you. And look at this. Gold Chick is here amongst us too. We always love Gold Chick being here. She's awesome. Yes, indeed. And appreciate the thumbs up as well. Jack Gallman is here. Let's take a couple more comments and we'll pause for the markets again. We have got Lars Job. Or it might be Jobe. Or Jabe. You never can know. Remember, it's better to have some of Dave Ramsey's shiny rocks than none at all. That's right, exactly. That's right. Better to have some than none at all. That's right. Very good. His coffee tastes very good, I must confess. All right. And let's see here. And where are we at? Let's march on through to the next comment. See what we've got here. VKS. November will be just more of the same. No change in the fundamentals. It may not. But I do think if things start to tighten up and squeeze up, then we may see things go parabolic. But we'll find out. We shall see, because it's the beginning of the cold season. And it could be like a domino effect, and that's what kind of worries some of us. And I think that's for some of the reasons why some of those predictions were made. Calvin Cooper, good rainy Sunday morning from Georgia, Sal. Just filled another tube of 1 ounce silver rounds, 1 empty 2 left, and we'll have a monster box. Congratulations, Calvin. That is wonderful. Brom39 with a $10 super chat. Very kind of you, sir. Says, as long as I can keep my job. Oh, wait a second. We have got a scammer calling on a Sunday night. Hold that thought, Brom. Hello?
Hey, Richard, it's David.
David, you called. I'm surprised. The Sabbath is over. You did it. How are you?
Thank God, thank God. How's your weekend so far?
My weekend is going great. You know what I'm saying? This is my Sabbath. Here as a Christian, you being Jewish, your Sabbath is... Oh, did I hear a rooster in the... What the heck is that? Is that a rooster?
No, that's someone was walking their kid.
Oh, someone's walking their kid. It sounds like you're on a farm. It sounded just like a rooster. You don't want to snuff the rooster. That's what I always say. So, yes. So sundown was at 5:57 on Friday to 5:57 on Saturday, right?
Well, it goes a little past. It goes an hour past sunset.
A little past sunset on Saturday night. Okay, very good. All right. But I guess that makes it all right if it's on a Saturday night, right?
What?
I guess that makes it all right if it's an hour past on Saturday night. But see, the thing is if we convert you over to Christianity, then you won't have to worry about, the solstice, where the sun is in the atmosphere. Sunday.
Right, but it's not like a worry for me.
Right, yeah. Well, I don't want you to worry about it. That's why I'm saying I'm trying to ease your mind off of it. You know what I'm saying? That way.
It's not a burden.
Okay, it's not a beast of burden. It's not a burden at all. Yeah, very good, very good. All right, it's just an inconvenience. Am I wrong on that?
Honestly, I don't feel like it is.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, it might disrupt some business, but it's more important than that.
Oh, okay, yes, more important than business. All right, very good. Well, speaking of business,
Yes, sir.
This is the part of the conversation when we talk business for funding for my business, and so let's see. So, you probably want to know what I need the money for, correct?
Yeah, sure.
All right, well, this is a new initiative. We are actually taking a mixture of copper, silver, and a little bit of gold and creating a new alloy interjected with rhodium and a slight bit of palladium, just small traces of it, to create a new strengthened alloy that will actually be utilized to breed gerbils.
Breed gerbils?
We're going to be breeding gerbils with this new alloy. And what we've done, we've already done the science on it. The science is 75% silver, and then we have 3% gold, 0.1% palladium, 0.002% rhodium, and then we have just a small 3% trace of copper in there too. And what this will do is we take this material and we create this little bubble around two gerbils. And what it is the metals and that combination of alloys through rigorous scientific testing creates an environment where the gerbils get randy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
They get in the spicy feeling.
they get spicy feeling, and not like Mexican spicy, because these
No,
gerbils
no.
they're Swedish. These gerbils are Swedish gerbils
Oh.
we're using, not Mexican. So spice is not really a part of their forte, but there's a little bit of arousement that does happen because of this material. And so if we can do this, then we'll have enough money to be able to fund this thing activity with a little bit left over for cocaine and hookers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm just wondering why'd you want to breed gerbils?
Well,
Like, what's the benefit of that?
Well, what happens is gerbil breeding has a long running. The more gerbils we have for pets around the world, the easier. And when people have a gerbil as a pet, they have been known to calm their nerves almost as much as a soft-teek and cuddly kitty, but not quite. Gerbils are smaller, they're more compact, and so you can have the more gerbil to space ratio than you would for a cat, which little soft-teeth kitties, they run around like crazy through a house and kind of need a lot of places. And have you ever heard of somebody taking gerbils for a walk like you do dogs? Gerbil walking?
No, I have not.
That's a new thing that's going to be started by a friend of mine in Canada. He's going to start a YouTube channel with gerbil walking, and it's going to be a sensation above all sensations. So we need more gerbils to be able to do that, because he's going to start this thing, and it's going to be just spectacular.
Aren't gerbils rodents, though? Don't they already breed a crap ton?
Yeah, but we
Like,
need to help
just
them
themselves?
along. Yeah, I mean, we don't want to stereotype rodents. You know what I'm saying? When I think of rodents, I think rats, and we don't want to give a ratty feeling to the rodents. You know what I'm saying? We need to help them along. There's a lot of bad karma in the world today, and or muju or juju or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
In Judaism, we call it mazel.
Mazel taza. Yeah, that's right. We don't want any mazel taza or what's the other one? Shoot, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to impress you with my Judaism knowledge. I can't quote Deuteronomy right now because I don't have the Bible near or the Torah nearby. But Rosh Hashanah, and I think that's one. Let me think here.
Rosh Hashanah?
Yeah, that's it. Rosh Hashanah. That's it. I knew I was close. And
Close, yeah.
And then we also have bar mitzvah, and there's another bar. There's a bar mitzvah, and what's the one for girls?
Bat mitzvah.
Bat mitzvah. You ever heard of Botman? Botman and Robin at the bat mitzvah.
Robin.
That's right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And see, if we can get these gerbils, we can send maybe one or two to the Speaker of the House here in the United States. Her name is Nancy Pelosi. Her husband just got hammered the other day.
I saw, yeah.
And so if we could give them some gerbils, that will calm that household down, and we need to have calmness in this country right now. The country is just, it's just too uptight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, what happened with the Silver Pot Honeypot initiative?
The Silver Honeypot initiative. Yes, that actually, we did some market testing on that, and it just didn't go anywhere. The Silver Honeypot. We may revisit that idea sometime soon, but that one just kind of got poo-pooed, for lack of a better term. Yeah.
So this idea with the gerbils, like, who's to say that this won't happen also?
Well, it will happen with your fundage. With the fundage from me, we'll get this thing rolling. We'll snowball it into a big thingy-majiggy. You know what I'm saying? I think this is going to be wonderful. It has a greater purpose. This is a purpose that brings harmony into the world again. We get this thing spread across the United States. We'll go into Canada. And you think about it. If drug cartel members in Mexico get these things, they're going to be less likely to want to deal drugs. There'll be less fentanyl coming across the border.
Because of the gerbils.
Because of the gerbils. That's right.
I mean, I feel at that point they'll just start smuggling fentanyl through the gerbils.
Well, that's a possibility, but then, but yeah, I've not really field tested that strategy yet. Well, that's a kind of a little bit of macabre.
Yeah.
But yeah, we won't go there because the gerbils would have to be dead unless you can somehow convince them to swallow it and poop it out the other end. But anyways, we'll have to do some market testing on that theory. In fact, I'm glad you brought
Yeah,
that up.
just curious, how did you market test the silver honeypot initiative
Uh,
that you were able to tell that it was a flop within a week?
well, I brought that. I had that. There's a special agency called the Liquid Electrum's Coin Electrium Society, and this is a thing because electrum, as you probably very well know, is a mixture of gold and silver, and so they actually do this metallurgical studies about this types of thing and its effect on primates and mammals in general. And
What was the society called? You
it
said?
was called the Liquid Electrium's Coin Collectrium Society. I'm
Liquid
sure.
Electrium Coins Electrium
No,
Society.
no, no. A Liquid Electrium's Coin Collectrium.
Liquid Electrium Coin Collectrium.
That's it. That's the society. Yes, indeed. They really don't have a web presence now, but they are, at the beginning stages of starting their marketing campaign. But they are the society. They spend most of their time studying these metallurgical effects on mammals,
Huh. Wow.
especially the ones that cause a reaction such as we're trying to spark or initiate with this cause, and if it works, well, then imagine what we could do if we actually translated this and found some other alloy to help humans do the same thing.
Oh, as the gerbils.
Yes, correct, correct.
That'd be fascinating.
Yes, indeed, it would be amazing. There's something about precious metals of all sorts that can do it, but just to find the right combination. That's Spanish for combination, just in case you didn't know. All right, well, I'll tell you what, let's absorb that idea here, David. And
Yeah.
by the way, your name sounds like a biblical character. There was a very minor biblical character called David in the Bible. I don't know if you know that
I
or
don't
not.
know. I don't know about minor.
Uh,
He was the second king of Judea, but
he's just a stone's throw away from being a king at one time, right?
and he did throw that stone indeed.
And that's right. He didn't hit Bathsheba over the head with it either, from what I understand.
No.
Anyways, all right, well, very good. Well, I tell you what, let's reconvene. Let's talk again on Friday night at 5:49.
Nah,
No.
see, now you're just playing with me.
No. I'm not. I'm just toying with you. I don't
Okay.
like to play. I like to toy around. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah, but
No.
I can't do Friday.
Okay, let's do Tuesday at 6:15, and we'll I'll get my plan. I'll get you some white papers on this, and I'll send you all the technical details, all the research, and then we'll talk numbers. How's that? We'll do
All right.
Tuesday for the numbers. It'll be 2 for Tuesday. In other words, we'll talk two numbers. We'll talk the numbers that I earn, and then the numbers that I want. In other words, my income. Those are the numbers that how much I earn per month. We'll talk about that, and then we'll also talk about the numbers that I need to fund this initiative.
Yeah.
All right.
And did you happen to get that email I sent your way?
Oh, you know what? I have been traveling all of this weekend, so I haven't checked the old email, but I will. And Tuesday we will reconvene and we will talk about that, and I'll look for the numbers. But actually, I need to eat this dark chocolate and drink this coffee because the coffee is getting cold. The dark chocolate.
Oh, you go do that. You go do that.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We will talk Tuesday, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. Insane in the membrane. I think he's just there. It's amazing. On a Sunday night, he's willing to, I think he's just too entertained at this point to keep going. But anyways, all right. All right. Where were we at? Oh, markets. That's why we're here, right? This is the Market Watch. And it's highly unusual we get a call on a Sunday night from a scammer, but we got one. All right. And, you know what? Let me go back up here to get Brom39. Let me answer his comment here. As long as I can keep my job stacking and buying stocks and buns. That is my goal, plus getting a second job so I can do more of those. As for push-ups, I don't care if you do them. All right, well, thank you, Brom. I appreciate that, my friend. In the spirit of the market watch, I'm going to just kind of press on, but thank you so much. Very kind of you. I really appreciate that, my friend. All right. Pajama Stacking is here. Welcome. Good to see you. I like that name, by the way. So here's where the markets are now. We can see that they are down and fairly steadily down here today, or this evening. Gold is down $1.50, 16.45. Silver is down 2 cents, $19.32. Platinum down 2, and palladium down 17. That's pretty remarkable. Crazy. All right. Thank you, Lars Job. He watched the platinum video. Thank you. So there's where the markets are now. Gold to silver ratio, by the way, folks, is right at 85.55 right now. Pretty crazy. All right. Nice. All right, let's get back to the markets, or to the comments here, rather. Robert Casanova, without any notification, how can I go on without the salivate information? All right, well, thank you, Robert. I appreciate you being here. And the way to do that is, if you're interested and you're not sure about the notifications, you can always go to my channel page, bookmark it, and you can see what the newest video is that comes across your device. And so that would be my suggestion if you are so inclined. Johnny, Misfit Island, Johnny O is here. And this is what he says on this video. I couldn't agree more, young man. It's always about timing. And when they pull the trigger on dumping the dollar, you said it best when you said parabolic, no limit. Hard times are ahead. Curious to see what this planet looks like in 5 years, 2 years from now. There'll be a new person in the White House, and the effects from the trick or treat, another good one. Thank you. Yes, indeed. I think in this age, in this what we're living in this world these days, and you got to be prepared for what could be coming. I'm not saying it will, but we're much more closer to it now than ever before with what's been going on. I think so. Yes, indeed. Functional on Silver is here. Good to see you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate everybody being here. We have a little bit of good time here. Sunday nights typically are reserved for the markets, but sometimes we just like to let loose a little bit. So thanks for putting up with me if you're just here for the market talk. But Angela Messner says it has risen due to government spending. That's right. And the government spending of those dollars, that's circulating dollars, by government decree. Yes, indeed. Very good. All right. You're right. CLU 3SSS. I stack silver because of XRP, XDC, and XLM. Okay. I don't really know what the connection to those are, but anyways. All right. Very, very good. And let's see here. Eric Blair says, inherited a decent amount of stocks 2 years ago. The first year, I was happy and made around 20%. The second year has been horrible, lost 30%. Don't want to pay the taxes if pull it to cash. Thinking about flipping it to SLV before stock market crash or possible mining stocks. Yes, I know. I hate SLV too. Any suggestions? I think that's a good idea. If you want to go physical, you can do a precious metals IRA if that's something you desire. There are some obvious ramifications with that, and counterparty risk there. But that is one option you can consider. All right. But also, if you're going to stay in the SLV space, I would probably see if you could do PSLV. Because that is supposed to be completely backed by the physical. All right. Angela Messner says here, it's Mesmer actually. On this video again, she says, really NATO is not our friend either, not mine, and time will tell, hopefully, how that enterprise, United Nations, and global elites are trying to undermine our economy. Yes, indeed. I agree. Very good. It really boils down to national sovereignty, and really local and individual sovereignty to an extent, really. We really take it to the brass tacks. Spokane Silver Stacker is here. Good to see you. Fish Ape is here. Kenneth Lepford is here. Appreciate you guys joining us here this evening. We haven't quite rest. Just broke that 100 viewer amount. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Cultural Antidote says 100% Sal. I believe the dollar will lose 30% of its purchasing power as soon as the Saudis start trading oil for gold with China instead of the U.S. It'll be very interesting to see if that indeed does happen. Wow. Something else. All right. Yeah. I like the reverse proofs of this too, Liquid Electrum. Definitely. All right. All right. Nice. Jeff Reynolds says, great advice, Sal. I'm staying on with buying trend with increasing premiums. I think a day is coming where silver values will start to outweigh the premiums and our wealth will be secured. You know, it may get to a point where spot really won't matter as much. It still matters now because people are sort of talking about these premiums. But when you start to see en masse local coin shops, coin dealers paying $6, $7, $8 above spot for generic or privately issued bullion, you will really start to see that separation, I believe. Particles of conflatulation. The U.S., I love that, particles of conflatuation. The U.S. is producing diesel at the same pace it's being consumed. We only have 25 days worth of diesel left if production suddenly stops completely. Yep. That's right. It's pretty scary. I think that's probably better said than how I put it. That's right. All right, James Smith says, thanks again, Sal. Great information. Well, thank you, James. I appreciate that. We'll do a few more, then we'll check the markets again here. There's not been a whole lot of movement, though. Excellent report. Thanks, DD Prepper. He also says, get some real money while you still can, silver and gold. There you go. And let's do Brandon Kessler's comment. Says, let's see what he says here. Let's march on over to this. Think we can make this happen. Feels as if premiums are the new spot. From the distributor to the dealer to the buyer, no one pays spot anymore. That's right. Hell, when you sell your metals, they bring over spot. And I mentioned that in a video that I did recently. As November, when the conservatives win the Senate and House, metals will go up. But when the rates rise, it will drop. I believe it stays flat because spot is starting not to matter. Like you said, look at Eagle Spot, 19 bucks. They are selling for 38 bucks. Crazy to me, but people are paying, or they wouldn't be charging it. All this craziness makes me think of what a VP for Ford told me at my Ford store I run. We are going to see just what the Americans will pay, and as long as they're paying, we will keep going up. That's exactly right. That's how the markets work. And people are going to pay it, might as well charge it. That's right. Matt Bittner, thank you, my friend. Good to see you. Thanks for pressing that thumbs up button. Appreciate that. We are 11 away from 100. We're trying to get 200 thumbs up tonight. My kitten is a grandmaster. I like it. Purchased a bunch of Morgan silver dollars for 20 bucks a piece from my local pawn shop. Wow, that is a great price for those. All right. Let's look at the markets now, shall we? The markets are as follows. We can see that marginally down for gold and silver. Not a lot of activity. Now, at the top of the hour, we're going to see what these look like on the charts. But they're just kind of just creeping out. I mean, just hanging out right here at this level. There's not a lot of activity happening here. Yes, indeed. Yep, that's right. I saw that. In their underwear. It's kind of insane that this was happening. In their underwear. Paul Pelosi. How did he get in there? Why did he get in there? Was he already in there? It raises a lot of questions. How he got hammered. All right. Okay, so there's where the markets are now. Not a lot of activity tonight. It's been relatively staying right around this point, between 2 and 4 cent drop for silver, and between a $1.20 and a $1.40, $1.50 drop for gold. Not much more than that. That's right, JM Unleashed. Well said. You got it. Paper price separating from physical price. Yeah, rhodium doesn't move much. It doesn't trade as much. It does move, but it's just kind of hanging out there. I'm not sure. There's not been a lot of activity at all. It's been hanging out at 15,000 for quite a while. In fact, we can't even bring up the charts without pulling this out. But to see what the chart's been doing because there's not been any activity. Not much activity at all. All right. Let's get back over to the comments now. We have got 213th AIB says the following. Let's say, well, let me, Matt Bittner, police stat. Yes, it probably was. It makes you wonder. It just seems very strange, that whole situation. Silver Wolverine, if people would stop buying silver, the silver hyperinflation would go away. It makes little sense to me. That's right. Yep, if they would stop buying it, but they're buying it. More and more people are buying it. And I mean, to me, it's a good thing in a sense because people are starting to wake up, but they need to understand what the price they're paying. They understand that the premiums are there and you may not get them back in 6 months if things normalize. No, I did not see it. I haven't really looked into the story a whole lot, Rocky. I just know that they were either in their underwear or without a shirt on. I don't know the exact details, but the glass door the guy broke, it's on its outside of the house like it was broke from the inside. Okay, interesting. Interesting, okay. Lars says, yes, so Epic Times had some stories on it. Very interesting. Worthy of an investigation. Worthy of a, dare I say it, it's worthy of a January 6th style investigation, I think. Yeah. All right. So, another excellent commentary. I'm quite certain that the public at large has no idea just how dire the situation is, let alone any steps that they may take to protect themselves and their families. I think it's going to be bad, very bad. So now's the time for new entrants to understand that the first rule of PM acquisition is that you do not talk about PM acquisition. The second rule of PM acquisition is you do not talk about it. Again, most people don't even know that gold is money. Do not telegraph that you have it because some of those who do know will try to take it from you. That's right. Got to be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Yes, indeed. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's what some had speculated too. I don't know. But I think if they did an investigation and if he has an alarm system and they say that it wasn't tripped because the guy had been inside the whole time, that's worthy of an investigation. That's for sure. And why was he in there? What was the deal? All right. Matt has known of a billionaire who had 24-hour police security at both of his houses. The Pelosi family doesn't have. Well, she has armed security that the Capitol Police provides for her wherever she is at. But I tell you what, you would think after everything that's been happening lately in the past 3 or 4 years that she would have left one person at least there with him. And I don't know what kind of detail is it. Is it a 2-man detail, a 3-man detail? But you know, the alarm system, apparently, they were caught while struggling for the hammer. So they were struggling for the hammer as the police were there. How in the world? It's very odd, and it leaves a lot of questions, for sure. Lars is saying there was a call. The initial call was for a wellness check, not an emergency. Wow. Well, that's right, Matt. There won't be an honest investigation. So it was sort of tongue-in-cheek about the January 6th style commission because that's not an honest investigation either. And so you're right. You're right. All right. Let's see here. David C. says, I heard 2 days ago there was 25 days left of diesel supply, but regardless, I agree with you, Sal. Yes, indeed. I mentioned that in the video, actually. And Emerald Coast Bullion says here, and I quote directly, I don't think people realize how much of an impact this diesel shortage will have on the United States. I would also recommend stacking items that are specific to your family, such as medicines, diapers, pet food, gluten-free, etc. That's right. Yep. I've always been a proponent of being prepared on multiple fronts. On multiple fronts. Yes, indeed. Very good. We have 110 watching. Appreciate you guys. We're almost at 100 thumbs up. Trying to get 200 thumbs up tonight if we can. And Gary says, here we go again. To the moon. To the moon. Yes, well... Yes, indeed. Well, it could be huge if things happen in a perfect storm. We'll see here, but watch the video. I'm not saying it's necessarily going to go there. I'm saying what the environment would look like for that to happen. Mark Wale says, "Happy days, thumbs up, thank you." It would almost have to be perfect storm for that to happen, by the way. But in a sense, we're already starting to see it to some degree. All right, thank you, Chris in Virginia is here between yard work and dinner. Way to go, Chris. Appreciate you. Silver King says the Pelosi attack was a cover-up job in Idaho and Nevada. I cannot get 50 yards near senator or congressman's spouse without security hustling me. Wow. Okay. But I guess, Silver King, the question is are the senator or congress people there at home at the time? Or are they, you know what I mean? That's what I would like to know. That would be a very interesting thing to see. Like, for instance, Silver King, if you know somebody in Idaho or Nevada, and they are in session, if you drive by their house, will you see security there? That'd be a very interesting experiment to see. All right. Thank you, Mike. Everybody say hello to Mike Kierzek. It is his first time here, and he's enjoying it. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate you being here. Yes, and everybody say hello and welcome to Mike. Thank you so much for being here, sir. All right, here is the markets again. We're watching these things, and we can see that now gold is down $1.50. Not a whole lot of movement. In about 15 minutes or so, we will check and see what it looks like over the last hour with the charts. Gold down $1.50, 16.45 and 20 cents. Silver is down to $19.31. 1931 being the year that the Empire State Building was erected in 1 year. Yes, indeed. I think from May 1930 to May 1931, the Empire State Building was erected for all to see. That's the tallest building in the world up until 1970, when the World Trade Center was built. A little bit of a trivia for you there. Hope you don't mind. Just for gits and shiggles. All right. Let's see here. Appreciate every single one of you being here tonight. Hello, Squirt9. Good to see you. Let's get back to the comments now. Erickson says, now is tentative to buy precious metals, but I think is better to stack food right now. Thanks for the great information. You're right. And I need to really kind of get on getting some extra food supply for myself, too. Yes, indeed. That's right, Stephen. You said it. I said it. You heard it. All right. Very good. The Joshman at 619, no, the paper price is not the foundation of the price. The bid price on the physical is a foundation. Well, that's right. Well, spot price, basically, yeah, but you're right. Technically, it's the melt price or the bid price. The further the sea drifts, the greater the explosion when the reality comes a narrative. Very good. Why does that mix show silver and gold up right now? I don't know. I typically don't go to the bullion dealers' quotes because they're always off. They're usually higher than what Kitco shows. Yeah, the great Rob Halford has participated in some semi-nude hammer fights back in the day. That's right. That's right. Ram It Down comes to mind. Can you do the hammer? I don't know, but we'll see. But that's very true. Leather was involved with him, though, right? M2 says, I'm stacking some dry powder for the Black Friday sales this year. All right. Nice. Way to go, M2. We've got YJ Overlander is talking about this. Let's get to over here where we have a point of destiny that we can derive our comments from. Spot price and premiums are just words that mean something to wholesalers. None of us are wholesalers, so we should all just start using terms like street value. Do not sell silver to wholesalers. Once it gets to our level, keep it at our level. We should sell at wholesale prices to shops. We should never sell to wholesale prices at shops, period. The only ones devaluing silver is us when we take it to people who will only pay wholesale prices. Well, that's just the point, yet, YJ Overlander. They are not paying wholesale prices anymore. And the thing is, the reason why people do that is because of liquidity. It's much easier to sell to a local coin shop than it is to sell peer-to-peer. And there's less risk selling to an online shop than it is to selling peer-to-peer. You have to be able to trust the parties that partake in the transaction. That's the difference. So, yes, if you can do that, then that's great. You know what I mean? Okay, Silver King says the security is still there. If they are a federal senator or congresswoman, Mike Crapo had federal security following his wife around. At least that is the story going around. All right, interesting. Will be very interesting to see exactly how this pays out. Like I said, I've only heard a couple of news reports on it early on, and this weekend's been pretty crazy, so I've not had a chance to really do a deep dive on that. But it is interesting, and make a good point there. And especially, you think about it, Nancy Pelosi is the third in line to the presidency. Why in the hell would they not have her immediate family members, including her kids, especially her kids, but that would include her husband, guarded at all time? Guarded. Why? Because if she's third in line for the succession of the presidency and something happens to Uncle or Creepy Joe and Camel Toe Harris, she could be compromised if her husband is kidnapped. Because I understand that he was going to tie him up and wait for Nancy to come home. Apparently, this guy yelled, "Where's Nancy?" when he came in the house, and he was going to tie him up until she got home. It's just crazy. The third in line to succession of the presidency, and this happens, very strange. Okay. That's market ahead here. All right, very good. Trapper Bob Patriot says, I have probably 125 Eagles in my stash, and it will take a lot more than these companies are offering for me to sell. Yep, there you go. Exactly. I'm with you. And here's Liquid Electrum's Coin Collectrium Metallurgy Agency Society. It's coming. Don't be fooled into thinking everything is getting better. In the big picture, we are just hitting the downslide, a long way to the bottom. That's right. Very, very true. And let's see here. We've got SAS Crypto sold 31 shares of Amazon stock before the price collapsed. It sold at 120. Now it's at 100. Now it's not 100. That was a great trader. Sure was, SAS Crypto. You timed him just right. Just right. Gray Man, where's Terry? Yes, where is Terry? Where is she at? Very, very good. Okay. JM says, if I was married to her, I'd probably be drunk at crime scenes too. Well, I mean, in all seriousness, I wish the guy well. Apparently, it was a very serious injury. He had to get surgery. He won't make a full recovery. It's a miracle that he survived. 82 years old. Obviously, it wasn't something he wanted to happen. Whether it was a setup or not, we don't know. So I wish him nothing but the best. And no matter what, I hate that somebody would get injured like that. No one celebrates that. But anyways, very good. Let's see here. Very good. All right. So let's see here. Let's move ahead. We've got ZZRD DYF15 says, maybe if you stored the Silver Eagle in garlic salt, it would give Lady Liberty bad breath. Perhaps so. Yes, we're going to try that experiment next. Yes, indeed. Very good. And Unaffiliated X says, sound advice as always. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Very kind. And my Dogma says, I'm braced. All right, hang on tightly. Not loosely, hang on tightly. Jukebox 68. Here. It says, wow, just like January, February, March, April, May, June, all these other names could have been. Now November, I'll bet next is December. It would also be a frog had wings. He wouldn't bump as his every time he landed after a hop. Well, the only reason why I did this video is because there's been chatter about this for quite some time. And it's happened organically, as I mentioned in the video, Jukebox. Or normally I wouldn't do a video unless I just kind of completely debunk it or try to downplay it or try to give some balance or reasoning to it. But this is something that people in this community have been talking about before the talking heads were. Yeah, very good. All right. Okay, let's march ahead here. Very good. All right, there you go. Good crowd here tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. We are trying to get 200 thumbs up on this live stream. And I'm also have the ability and aching for more push-ups. Yes, indeed. So we'll do that too if more super chats come. PayPal's. So yes, indeed. All right. And Storm Wolf says, I own a cactus, so I'm happy because I basically own nothing except my cactus. But once my cactus dies, I'll be alone in life forever unless I decide to join my cactus in hell. All right. Cactus in hell. Sounds like a name of a song. All right. Rocky Superstar, happy Sunday. The diesel shortage will bring change. If the big rigs can't get fuel, we the people will feel the pain. Yes, indeed. For sure. That's right. Unlocked always keeps his hammer sharp. Unlocked, you missed it. A very rare case where a scammer called me on a Sunday. You might want to rewind and watch this after we're done. Rhodium Super Chat. Oh, my goodness gracious. A Rhodium Super Chat would be nice. The Sard says, good morning, Sal. Solid advice I will take into account. I will not sell my silver and gold, as I've stated many times here in this forum. Let me get back over here. I really like this commentary with coffee in hand and ears to listen. Thank you so much, sir. And a slurp in your honor. Here we go. All right, very good. And we're going to break open some more dark chocolate. And we're going to do one more comment, then we're going to look at the market. Stay tuned, folks. We've got Treasure Charger. Next Tuesday's results will affect the markets. However, I believe people's reactions to the results will likely drive the markets more. When it comes to the recent tensions, I keep my expectations low regarding human reactions. Many people seem very angry right now. A very thought-provoking report. Thank you, sir. They sure do. People are angry. And I think the best way to show that, to make change, to be an agent of change, is to vote. Vote. If you haven't already done so, definitely vote on November the 8th. We need to take our country back, for sure. All right. Let's look at the markets, folks. Here we go. In Asia, we can see not a lot of movement. Not a lot of movement at all. In about 5 minutes, we'll see exactly what kind of movement there is. Hello, Near Dusk. Good to see you. TJF is here. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you all so much. Gold down $1.30. Silver down 2 cents. Platinum down $1. Palladium is hanging out at down $17 in 1964, the last year of the silver quarter. Although technically that's not true. I'll explain here in a moment. First, let's celebrate Silver King dropping 10 Salivate Metal memberships right here in this community. And they're being handed out right now. Look at that. Wow. Thank you, Silver King. Very kind of you, sir. Look at that. People getting memberships left and right and sideways, upside down, and backwards. All right. For Silver King, let's do 10 push-ups in his honor. For those. Get those things out of the way. Here we go. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Very kind of you, sir. Look at that. This thing's been working like a charm now. It wasn't working for a while there. And thanks to Silver King, we got it worked out with YouTube to get that working again. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Jack Gallman. Appreciate you being here, sir. He's going to make a food run. Very kind. So we'll look at these charts here in just a moment. Let's do a few more comments first. Hand Dug Grave 420 says here, referring to the diesel shortage, 25 days. Don't mean in 25 days we're out of diesel. It means we have a 25-day stash. People need to calm down and stop freaking out. But handgun or hand dug grave, has this happened before? Have we ever been in a point where we're faced with something like this? I've never heard of anything in my entire life where we're 25 days short of a stash means we have a 25-day stash. You know what I mean? Has it gotten that low? It's kind of like what's happening with the COMEX and the LBMA silver vaults. They're down to record lows now. It's crazy. Stefan, he is a trucker, so he would know the deal here. So, Stefan, thank you for chiming in. For this diesel shortage here, we have a 25-day stash. So, in 25 days, we're out of diesel, means we have a 25-day stash. That's still pretty bad. Am I wrong? I mean, it doesn't mean we're going to run out in 25 days. I never really thought that, but that means that we're getting close. So I'd be very curious to see what your thoughts are on that, Stefan. Okay, Matt Bittner chimes in. He says in 2008 the diesel inventory was about this low. Okay, so we have been here before, but 2008 is definitely something that's concerning because we were here before. In 2008, that's when the recession hit, right? And fuel costs were up pretty high then too, if I remember correctly. All right, let's see here. Chadwick Bradbury says, please buy all the coins now. Please, shortage is already here. All right. Well, I don't know. And the Chadwick also says, because I'm only buying bars, almost absolutely no coins, all bar. But if you want coins, get all the Pokemon. All right. I don't know if he's joking around or what have you there, but anyways. Leap 7N, my LCS is now charging $22 for 90% half dollars. Absolutely bananas. Yep. I think mine is too. I think that's what they were charged last time for sure. A media hype, I'm hoping diesel is less processed than gasoline. Yes, it could be. Stefan, but there's still quite a number of diesel trucks out there, right? Diesel fuel is still pretty utilized pretty regularly, if I'm not mistaken. Very good. Let's see here. Chadwick says, because my bars are need to make coins, do the math. All right. Brian Hoobreaker says, hey, great minds think alike, Sal. I give out pink paper-made erasers on Halloween, too. I tell the kiddies to lick them a little each October 31st and don't come back for 50 years. There you go. I like that, Brian. That's good. Yes, indeed. July of 2008, 147 WTI oil in around 2008, $30 oil. Yes. Wow. Interesting. Okay, very, very good. It takes, okay. All right, Stefan says, I mean, diesel should cost less. It takes less refining to make it. I see. Okay, very, very good. And Mike's Big Epiphany says diesel is way cheaper to produce than gas. Okay. Very good. All right. Casey Mullen says, I just bought 10 5-ounce silver bars Wednesday. I got them for a decent price. Congratulations. I paid $126.80 per bar, which is nice. They came in at 10 a.m. this morning. I just put them in one of my silver safes. It's cool looking at all that silver and gold bullion and change. Indeed it is. It's fulfilling. All right, Silver Wolverine will be listening to the newest video on my way home in a few minutes. All right, thank you, my friend. Appreciate that, Silver Wolverine. He is the man. He's been a strong member here of the community. He's got his own channel. You guys should check out Silver Wolverine as well. He posts some great videos. He does a lot of good stuff on the mint, on what's coming from the mint, and certain coins have been released from the mint, and definitely found his niche and a good channel, great guy. Silver Wolverine, so check him out on the YouTube. Jake says here, when hell freezes over, make no mistake, the government will do whatever it takes to preserve itself, and that includes throwing we the people under the bus. Well, hell might freeze over because they are running out of heat and oil too. You ever think about that one? That could be the case. Hell just might freeze over because even they have run out of heating oil. I suspect when the dollar crashes, they will rescue us with CBDC and an ESG score. That's right. You will own nothing and like it. That's exactly right. Or they will sanction the hell out of your CBDC account when you cry Uncle Sam and say, yes, sir, yes, sir. 3 bags full. The writing is on the wall. But no one reads anymore. That's right, Jake. Very good comment. Thank you. And Jame Unleashed has posted a link to Silver Wolverine's channel. Yes, indeed. We'll actually pin that for a while. And very good. Cladale, if it's 50 dimes, it seems like a decent deal. Silver all the way. That's right. Yes, indeed. And actually, Cledale, it's funny you mention that because half dollars have kind of separated from the rest of constitutional silver. They are more in demand, and so they're selling for more. I actually did a video about that fairly recently. But yes, indeed. Very good point. Very good point. All right. Okay, and we've got David Schreiner. We know what we're overdue. Let's take a look at these markets first, and then we're going to take a look and see what the charts look like. And indeed, all right, we are getting closer. We are 70 away from getting a 200 thumbs up on this live stream. Appreciate you guys being here. Good crowd here tonight. So let's see here. Let's see what the markets are telling us now. Gold is now down just 80 cents now. Silver down 2 cents. Platinum has flatlined. Pretty crazy. And palladium is down 17, so it's kind of hanging out there. Let's take a look at the gold's charts of the last hour. And you know what? Look at that. It would be green, but we don't see anything happening in the green here. This is unusual. Are we looking at the right one? Oh, we're looking at New York. This is what we're at. Okay, here we go. This is, it zoomed up there for, or scroll back up there. Why in the world is this not loading right? This is Asian prices. Let's look at silver. They're not working. These are not working. The charts are not reacting here. Usually they do, but they're not working tonight. Well, that sucks. It's going up to the New York prices. Yep, nothing happening there for the chart. Let's go back up to the, unless this is it right here. And maybe because there's so little movement, it's like doing us very, very small 5-cent increments. Where it's instead of dime increments. That must be it. I think this is what we're looking at here, folks. And you can see it just kind of hanging out there. That's silver bid, New York. But that's New York bid. So I don't know. I don't get that. That's strange. Let's look at this. Asian New York spot gold bid. Yeah, I think there's something screwy happening here. So they're not working. We'll just have to rely on these numbers here. Very good. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Let's get back to the comments now. We'll revisit that here momentarily. David Schreiner says here, funny how everything is supposed to collapse in the next few days and silver and gold are supposed to be worth a fortune. Funny thing about that, since I've been seeing the same thing for several years now. It's kind of like pie in the sky preachers. You just have to believe, and when you die, you will be rewarded. Seems like dying to get reward sucks. Also seems like the people pushing this are mostly involved with selling gold or silver in some fantastic financial plan that will save you from abject poverty. It's likely the financial system will eventually fall apart, but nobody really knows when that will happen. But maybe it's a good advice to take the Boy Scout advice and be prepared. Beans and rice may end up doing the better investment. That's right. And the thing is yeah. And this is why this is different, because it's organically driven. And I mentioned that in the video because I'm not a doom and gloom prognosticator by any stretch. I advise against it, and that's why the title, the word could be in there, because you really don't know. We really don't know for sure. All right, very good. But be prepared is the big thing here. Very good. All right. Hey, Hoosier Stacker is here. He is back home again in Indiana. Hope you had a wonderful vacation, my friend. Hoosier Stacker is here. Welcome, my friend. I'm glad you're back safe and sound. Very good. Sergeant Gold likes dimes, by the way. I like to buy a few rolls of dimes here and there, but mainly stick with gold. Yes, gold is good. Very good. And thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, John Bethia. Saw the silver, the stack video, John Bethia. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Yes, Hoosier Stacker, another channel you should check out. He is now over 1,000 subscribers, which is great. I think he's got 1,100 and some last time. Maybe a little bit more now, but check out his channel. Yes, indeed. He does the silver stacking bingo on Saturdays and also has other great content and in live streams where you can hang out, talk precious metals, and have a good time. Yes, indeed. That's for sure. All right. And let's see. Let's slurp a little bit more coffee here. See where we are at. We are now 60 away. 60 thumbs up away from getting 200 thumbs up tonight. So, yes, appreciate you guys. HVAC Residential Basics is still here. Treasure Charger is still here. We've got Eagle Steve hanging out with us tonight. Bill 457. I appreciate all you guys. Casey Mullins says on this video from this morning that I posted about what could come in November, says the following here. And man, I don't know how much longer the government of the world is in the big business that can keep silver at gunpoint and keep its price laughably low. Silver is worth so much more than spot price and current sale price at 19 spot 30 sell. Silver should be sitting at 700 or more per ounce. Well, I don't know about that, but anyways. But eventually they won't be able to hold it down. It will eventually get its wings and fly high. And I have a feeling it will blow past gold eventually. I don't know. I just know it. Silver's real money, first and foremost. Second, silver's used way more than gold. And anything from jewelry chains and rings and even pair with gold to create white gold. It's used in electronics and PCS. Yeah, that's right. Well, but none of those are good arguments why silver should be 700 or on par with gold. I think it's time to take a step back and reevaluate your understanding of silver, because that kind of thinking of where you think it should be, vastly overvalued. Just because silver is consumed does not mean that it just disappears into the ether. But anyways, nonetheless, I still think silver is undervalued. Don't get me wrong, but not that undervalued. All right, very good. All right, there you go. Yeah, slurp it like I mean. Okay, gotta slurp it. Let me try to slurp. I'm gonna try to slurp Sergeant Gold like I don't mean it. This is a very what the slurp I'm about to give you here in mere moments is gonna be a slurp as if I don't care. I don't give a rat's rodent. This is a slurp like I don't really mean it. Here's what it sounds like. It's a real sloppy slurp, you know. There's nothing there. There's nothing to that slurp. Now I'm going to slurp like I mean it. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Tasty, good stuff. All right. David Ottness says, the GDP going up is a function of largely U.S. natural gas exports to Europe, as well as our ever-draining strategic petroleum reserve and government spending, credit card debt, at an all-time high. But hey, everything is coming up roses. That's a very good point about the other stuff too. And couple that with people buying things because they know they're going to go up next month or maybe even next week. So they're stocking up on some things. Yes, indeed. All right, welcome. Thank you. Alexander Lopez is here and he gave a thumb up. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. We're trying to get 200 thumbs up tonight, and we're just over 50 away from that. Metal Mocha says, I want to email you, but I can't locate your email address. I'm probably overlooking it, but could you please post it for me? Well, I don't post my email address in the comment sections of my videos because crawlers and machine learning algorithms will find all these email addresses and send you spam. And I get enough spam in the comments on my channel anyways, and get enough spam email. So if you want to see the email address, you can come to this live stream and you will see it posted at the bottom of your screen in this live stream. And in fact, you don't even need to listen to this response. Hopefully when you go there, you will just see it. It'll pop up. But just in case you don't see it, which should be abundantly clear, it's salivatemetal@gmail.com. Thank you, Metal Mocha. Look forward to hearing from you. Jake says, we don't have any allies. We are only subservient friends. Oh, yes, indeed. Who we abuse for our own benefit. I like the idea of the world fiat currencies pegged to the IMF, SDR, but only if the IMF is independent from the world government, including the good old USA. But that will never happen. Everyone wants to control the agenda. Famous lad's words, the ship is unsinkable. That's right. Very good. Let's march ahead here. Let's see, we got other comments here. We've got, All right, have a good night, Rocky. Have to go see you Tuesday. Have a good night, Rocky Superstar. Appreciate you, my friend. The last time we were this low on diesel fuel in 2008, another Democrat was in charge. Yes, indeed. Well, actually, no, that was George Bush was in charge in 2008. Through that whole year. I should be coughing now, says Sterling Cannabis. All right, very good. All right, thank you, Erickson. I appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate you very much, guys. All right. Very good. All right, let's move ahead here. Richard Metcalf. And then we'll get back to the markets here in just mere moments. Let's get to this. I feel really bad for the people who have to use fuel oil for heat. I once was forced out of a beautiful home. It took 200 gallons a month at $4.75 per gallon to heat it. When it costs more to heat a house than it does to own it, that's pretty bad. It's going to be a long, cold winter. Hold on to your stack. It's a lifeguard against the economic turmoil. True that, Richard. And I got to say, your home was not insulated very well if that's the case. That's crazy. All right. Oh, yeah. Cybercurrent Twitcher. Uncertain times ahead for all of us, I feel. I'm glad that I made the home preps and financial preps that I did. Yes, indeed. And I am actually a little bit short on some of that. All right. And Numismatic Stacker. Oh, my Lord. What did I say? Thank you for saying what you said. I appreciate it. Thank you. And actually, Numismatic Stacker was probably the guy. He was the guy I was thinking of. There are others that have said it as well, too. And I was very close to mentioning his name in this video, but I didn't do it because others had done it. I didn't want them to feel slighted, but he has been the main guy. Silver King Gainesville Coins is selling Buffalo 1-ounce silver rounds for about $23. Good price in my eyes. Yes, indeed, that is a good. That's about what $3 and some change per ounce above spot. That is a good price. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. Oh, yeah. Very good. And Thomas Seeger says, look at the situation with diesel here in the U.S. Something very much needed in mining gold, silver. Great video. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I wonder how close diesel, how related diesel is to gold and silver mining. And people would love to know, is diesel fuel used mostly for fueling the mining of it? Very well, it could be. FWPDM says here, why the numismatic value is no longer appreciated. U.S. Mint website sells the 1-ounce gold buffalo for $25.90, while the local dealers won't pay more than $50 off the melt for the same coin. Well, I think it just depends on the proof eagle, the proof buffalo, I guess it just depends on the local coin shop. Most of these shops, some of these have gone down. I could buy a proof buffalo for just about the same price as a uncirculated or as a bullion version for some time. Now the prices have gone up again. So I think they are looking at a past market for that. Very good. All right. Very informative video. Thank you, Silver King. I appreciate it. He's been going back and watching the older videos, which I appreciate. This sector will consume up to 90 million ounces of silver by 2025. Yes, indeed. Bob Tonner has found a mistake that I said. Suggested edit of 430. You accidentally said costs have gone up hyperbolically, but you likely meant to say parabolically. Newbies might get confused. That's true. Yep. Very true. Yep, you're right, Bob. Thank you. Wega Paul. 200 times paper gold equals real physical price is $500,000 per ounce Canadian. Wow. Yeah. Very crazy. Hello, the Sarge. Good to see the Sarge is here. Welcome, the Sarge. Good to see you, sir. Appreciate you being here. Yes, indeed. By the way, we are just over 40 thumbs up away from hitting our goal for thumbs up. Appreciate it. And Creek Runner says dry powder is essential. That's right. Dry powder is essential. True that. Max Strength and Holistic says silver and gold have been going down for years. Actually, depends on what your vantage point is. They go up and down years and years, but they are not They're not going down. They've been going up. If you look at a chart over the past 5 years, they've gone up. Past 10 years, they've gone up. Past 2 years, they've gone up and down. Both of them have. All right, Navy Vet says here, some type of black swan event. And then we'll look at the markets. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to get back to the markets here in mere moments. It's always a possibility with core inflation remaining on the rise and how many interest rate hikes by the Fed, we will continue to see rates go up. This will continue until something breaks. What this is and what will happen is a question everyone wants to know. All the Fed has interest rate hikes and try to crush inflation. That's all they've got. The problem is that they are tightening into weakness as they have removed about $1 trillion from the money supply liquidity, and the markets could become a problem moving forward. Perhaps we'll see this reflect in November or later. All I know is that when PMs are down, I just pick up a little more and keep on keeping. There you go. Exactly right. Very good. All right. Yes, indeed. Did you make a video about fake eagles on Coiny website? I cannot remember. I think I did. I know I did one from one of those websites. In fact, I may have done 2 videos on 2 different ones before. David Carlisle is here. Let's look at the markets now. What are they saying to us in this present time? The markets are indeed reacting. We see now silver is now down just 1 cent. Down just 1 cent now. That's it. And gold is down 40 cents. So there may be a slight turnaround. We may see them move up in a positive direction before this night is over. We shall see here. Yes, actually, Nesmaniac, I did hear about it. All the rage. The guy drove on the outside of the wall and went up like 5 car lengths. It was insane. Learned it from a video game, from what I understand. This NASCAR driver going around this turn, this sharp turn, and hit the wall, and it propelled him past like 5 cars. That thing is going to be replayed for a while. My prediction is they're going to probably be doing that that move quite a bit often. All right. All right, where are we at? So that's where that is. All right, and you know what? We're gonna do a sale now. Now, for those of you who are relatively new here, I'll explain this to you. Every dollar donated via Super Chat, I usually do one push-up there, and then every dollar donated via PayPal, friends and family, I usually do 2 push-ups. But now, in a rare opportunity, we're going to do a little sale. With inflation running hot, we're going to do a little sale on push-ups. 2 push-ups per dollar via Super Chat, and 3 push-ups per dollar via PayPal, friends and family. When I say push-ups, I also mean curls and or flutter kicks or razor kicks. So that's going to be the sale we'll be doing just for a moment. Yes, indeed. All right, so Jerome Powell will speak on the first, says a gold chick, so it'll be very interesting to see what he says. I believe they're going to do at least a 75 basis point hike, maybe even do a full point. I may do a poll on that later on. And thank you. Sergeant Gold gave me a thumb up. Thank you so, my friend. All right. Thank you so much. Yes. If you do PayPal, make sure to put your YouTube account name or channel name in the notes section so that I can properly thank you. That's right. Thank you so much. And thank you, yeah, friends and family. That's right. Thank you, CCT. Appreciate that. I'll actually pin that and just make sure that you put the channel name in there. But thank you so much. We need about 32 more likes. 32 likes to get to 200 thumbs up as well. Appreciate you guys. So let's get back to the comments here. We have a thumbs up from Silver King, and this is 2019 Precious Metal Goal Settings and Priorities. Yes, indeed. Goal setting and priorities for 2019 video. And Jerry Parker says, hopefully after November the 8th, some people will get together with a plan for impeachment. Yes, indeed, exactly. And then we'll have to contend with Camel Toe. JM Unleashed, whoa, thank you so much. What does this button do? $10 Canadian, that's 20 push-ups And I think we're going to do the push-ups for JM Unleashed. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. You got the ball rolling for this. Let's get over here to where we can make this happen with relative ease and get these push-ups for JM Unleashed. Did I call him JM Boyan again? Dang it. It's JM Unleashed. He's a man in Canada. Here we go. 20. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Oh, yeah, we got it. We made it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. JM Unleashed. By the way, you should check out his channel for sure. All right. And let's get moving here. We've got, yes, thank you. Real push-ups. David Carlisle says fake, but that's all right. All right. He spent all his donation money on hookers and blows, says CCT. That's right. We can't have that. Okay. Junior SGR says, so I've been living in Mexico for a few months. Wow. And you can go to most banks and buy Libertas for $5 over spot. Wow. That was before September 24th. I went September 27th, but they sold out. I didn't buy it. I've been to 5 other banks in all different towns. No one was selling. I went to Monterey October 28th. Finally, the clerk admitted headquarters has canceled all silver sells. They know something's coming. Yes, wow. Tobacco Row. But I still have a Visa card. Thank you, Tobacco Row. Yes, indeed. There you go. Thank you, brother. That's 6 push-ups for you. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. He has deleted PayPal, but he still has his Visa card. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Let's go make this happen. Here we go. 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And it looks like we may have something through PayPal. Let me see here. Hold on a minute here. Still have this chocolate here. So we've got here. Appreciate you guys. We are about 27 thumbs up away from getting 200 tonight. Look at this. Oh, well, look at this. All right, from Liquid Electrum, $6 via PayPal friends and family. That means I owe him 6 exercise. 6 times 3 is 18. So I owe him 18 exercises. We're going to do, because it's Liquid Electrum, we're going to do razor kicks, 18 razor kicks for him. Yes, indeed. That's the manly way to put it. Instead of flutter kicks, right? Razor kicks. Thank you so much, Liquid Electrum. Let's get these 18 down. In order to do these right, you got to grab your butt. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wow. Whew. Oh, man. Hey, the global warmer has just chimed in. Oh, man, you never know. You never know when global warmer will be here. And he's here. Wow. So I owe him 10 push-ups. I'm going to do 10 curls on each side for the global warmer. Yes, indeed. Thank you. A double thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. So let's go here and make that happen. There is a global warmer. Yes, indeed. Let's do this. Okay. Let's get the curls out. 10 on each side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On that side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on that side. All right, thank you so much, the global warmer. And let's get back into the markets. Let's see what the markets are doing right now. All right. Whoa. All right, look at this. For the first time tonight, silver has flatlined. We have all three colors here. Well, actually, one is the absence of color, black. Gold is down just 50 cents. Silver is zero movement, $19.34. Platinum is up $1. Palladium is down 17. Platinum is the only metal that's up now. And gold is down 50 cents. Billy Bob Marengo, whoa. Not to be outdone by my Canadian brother, can I get a slurp Sal? Yes, indeed, Billy Bob. Thank you so much. Yes, be careful not to thumb up yourself while doing those. Flutter kicks, of course, you probably would not mind. That's right. Don't want to do that. Don't want to give myself a thumbs up, if you know what I mean. That's right. All right. All right, now, yeah, square off with this at a 2 a.m. hammer fight. That's right, Colonic Stacker. So thank you, Billy Bob. Let's slurp for you. So he's requesting a slurp instead of an exercise here. So we're going to give him a nice big slurp in stereo, Billy Bob. This is for you. Everybody put your headphones on. I have just enough coffee, I think, to do this slurp in stereo for Billy Bob Marengo. Here we go. In stereo. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. Yeah, do not thumb up your own bum. All right. Whoa, whoa. Oh, my goodness gracious. Whoa. Sammy Farr. Oh, my goodness gracious. $50 from Sammy Farr. Coming in from behind. And I didn't even know she was here. And this is just for fun to remember our vets. Yes, indeed. Wow, very kind of you. $50 from Sammy Farr. And yes, indeed, we remember our vets. Every day we should remember our vets, not just on Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Thank you for your service to the country. And Sammy Farr especially has served. And we have others here that have been served in the military that watch the channel. And we honor and appreciate every single one of you. Yes, indeed. So let's see here. Let's see if we can get some of this started. We're going to do some curls here. Yes, indeed, we will. For Sammy Farr. Very kind of you. So let's do some of these curls here. Get this. Hoorah! Like basic training. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Boy, that hurts. Next arm. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. A third of the way done for Sammy Farr. It's a 20-pound barbell. No IQ has just dropped $20 in here. Wow. I'm going to have to stop the sale now, guys. You're going to kill me. Man, unless No IQ wants to give me a reprieve on it, we have to fulfill his too. But very kind of you, sir. So we've got a third of Samifars out of the way as we watch these markets, all three colors, red, black, and green here with movement. We're going to refresh it one more time. Now silver's back down slightly, ever so slightly. Yes, the muscle of the coin community. I tell you what, all right. You're going to break me tonight. Man, very kind of you, Samifar, and very kind of you, No IQ. Wow, you guys are great. Let's see here. I'm going to do, yeah, the push-up sale has now been sold out. That's right. All right, let's see here. Paying for it and paying. Let's see if I can do some push-ups now for Samifar. Will No IQ give me a reprieve? Or can I just give you a good slurp? Let's see. Asking for mercy from No IQ, because I'm not getting it from a former member of the military. Let's see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Whew. 70 exercises now. Done for Samifar. All right. Kegel exercises. I know. I tell you what. I may have to do some of these with the pelvic thrusts. I may have to do that. I think that's about the only way I can kind of handle all of them. Wow. All right. I'll catch my breath. I'll do some. I'll do some. Whatchamacallits, some razor kicks next. But look at these markets. We had silver almost break out into positive territory tonight. Platinum did for a brief amount of time. Yes, indeed. And so there's that. But now the gold to silver ratio is hanging out at 85.57. Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. No sympathy for the devil, that's right. I deserve no sympathy. All right. You can owe the vets a riff later. Don't die. All right, thank you, Samifar. I tell you what, some of these guys, what they go through, just in basic training alone, and then all of the other pressures, it's amazing. And thank God for their service. Thank you, Samifar. You are awesome. Oh, the vets are riff later. Yes, indeed. I know. I'm not nearly as in shape as some of these vets and the physical fitness and the like that they do. But all right. But I'm determined. I gotta try to. I'm gonna do some razor kicks. Yes, indeed. For Samifar. Here we go. Some razor kick exercises. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Whew. 70 plus 20 is 90. All right. Very good. All right. All right. Have a good night. CCT's bed is calling him. All right. Yes, indeed. Have a good night, CCT. Appreciate you. We're having fun here. We're still about 25 thumbs up away from 200 tonight as we watch these markets. And we're going to get into some comments here. Get a little bit of my breath back. But you guys are great. And thank you again, Samifar. And thank you, No IQ. Is No IQ still here with us? Al Gore has no rhythm. That's right. Stacking Sterling. I'm sure some people do, but it's not really recommended or as popular. Oh, thank you. There's No IQ. A reprieve. Oh, very kind of you, sir. I might take you up on it. I'm kind of winded tonight. I tell you what. I was not expecting this. It's crazy. But thank you, No IQ. I appreciate it. A reprieve tonight. Wow. All right. Okay, let's see. So CMBT says, I just picked up 1.5 8-ounce or $8 Canadian polar bears for $40 in a 2005 Marine commemorative in a box with COA for $38 and some old silver eagles for $30. Nice. All right, $30 per silver eagle. That's not a bad price. That's for sure. All right, wow. John Bethia, 5,000 push-ups in one day, 50 at a time. Wow. That's crazy. That is insane. Okay. We've got Stack 'em Up Luke, on the platinum video that I did this evening. Or a couple, maybe a half hour before I posted this video or this live stream. Hope it stays where it's at for at least a week so I can grab some for cheap. I still don't own any because I always want more gold. Totally understandable. Totally understandable. Yes, indeed. And that's been my dilemma too. I want more gold, but should I get platinum? I go back and forth on it. All right, very good. All right, and we've got Kevin, the Weed Man, says, I was going to get some yesterday, but opted for silver. We'll get some in 2 weeks. All right, there you go. Yes, indeed. Snakebite says, I have to concentrate on gold right now, and that's understandable. It totally is. It's a little bit riskier move with the platinum group metals. Indeed it is. Judy McCown says, hey, I want the Tartel. He is cute. I gave myself a thumbs up. All right. Thank you. All right. I don't know what Turtel is, but thank you. Judy. Wally Werner says, I was thinking about getting some more platinum. There you go. Platinum is good. I'm a fan of platinum. Indeed. And we have this comment here from Silver King. Says, there are a lot of things that should be happening right about now, but they're not. Great video. Thumbs up. Thank you, my friend. Sure is. You're right. A lot of things happening now that aren't. Okay. All right. Where are we at here now? Let's see. Let's march on up here. We've got Cash and Coins. The World Bank says 2023 is a year for platinum. If you believe them, keep on stacking. Great video. Wow. Now, I didn't know that about the World Bank. Interesting. Toker Talk says, I'm hoping to buy more platinum on Thursday. Congratulations. I'd be curious to see what you get. Toker Talk, that's awesome. Robert Casanova, platinum will do the same thing rhodium did. Buy some now before it's too late. Yes, that's right. That's right. Upwards pressure, says Gray Man. Yeah. Upwards pressure indeed. Chad, Deerdolf says, when are they going to take it in catalytic? When are they going back to it in catalytic converters? Well, I don't know. There's been talk about the conversion, the retooling for quite some time. Who knows when that'll happen at this point. I've heard it was going to happen some time ago, but I haven't heard anything more about it since then. Silver Patriot FGNS says the following. With that drop in mining, it sounds like 2023 should be a good year for platinum. That's right. It should be. Yep, you're right. All right. Honest Value, does the World Bank charge overdraft fees? Yes, indeed. It makes you wonder if that's the case, too. I know the Federal Reserve does not. They just let it go. Let it go like crazy. Overdraft fees. It's insanity. That's right. All right. Coins A to Z says, you know that I'm definitely down with platinum. That we do know. He is definitely down with platinum. Thank you, Coins A to Z. Hand Doug Grave says, I've been debating on buying a platinum bullion. All right. Yes, I think it's worth considering. Spokane Silver Stacker, you would think it would go higher. I should get some. It's definitely overlooked by a lot of us. Yes, indeed. Goldenrod says, I showed my girlfriend my 2-ounce Salivate round, and she said, it's so big. Wow, Goldenrod. Man, oh my God, I live vicariously through your purchase of the Salivate Metal Round. For those of you who don't know what he's talking about, in the link in this very description, in the description of this very live stream, you can click on it, or you can go to the channel page and see it right here, the JM Bullion site. This is now selling at competitive prices, considering where premiums are these days. The premiums have not gone up on these at all, as the premiums for other silver products has, making this almost a bullion coin. Not quite there yet, but it's getting there. And more people are buying these things. Not necessarily because it has my name on it, but because they see it as, hey, it's not a bad deal for silver compared to other products out there. Still not the best deal, but our premiums keep going up, and this stays where it is. I would be surprised, because this is supposed to be a sale price, only a temporary sale price, but JM Bullion has not raised it back up to where it was before. Crazy to think about, but anyways. All right. No IQ, gold and silver, buddy. There's no turning back now. There you go, brother. Thank you, No IQ. All right, you know what? I'm going to do a few more. We are 15 thumbs up away now from 200 likes on this live stream. If you guys are so interested, I appreciate you. We're trying to get to there. And I'm going to try to fulfill a couple more exercises for Sammy Farr. And who knows, if I feel them up to it, I might try to get No IQs in too. I don't know if No IQ is still with us, but stay tuned. Let's do some more flutter kicks. I'm going to do some more flutter kicks. We're at 90 exercises completed for Sammy Farr. Let's do some more here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. So now we're 40 away for fulfilling Sammy Farr's No IQ again. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. No IQ, it says stuck on repeat. Take a break. All right, thank you, my friend. All right. I'm gonna take your orders. I'm gonna take a break. Very kind of you, sir. You're very kind. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. All right, I'll take a break now. All right. Oh, thank you, sir. All right. Now we're down to water chasing this stuff out. Very good. All right. Where are we at now? Let's go to Liquid Electrum's Coin Collectrium. I think all metals will shine next year. Copper and steel and aluminum and zinc. Oh yeah. Gold and silver and platinum too. Real money. Yeah, baby. I think you're right. I think we could see it. All right. Very good. Thank you, Liquid Electrum. Clean Money, just by the way, posted a really cool video. You should see what he bought today on his channel. I'm just so leery of it. It should be much higher. Yes, I understand. Platinum Gnome says, it could just be me, but I don't think the premiums have really changed that much either compared to gold, and especially silver. That's right. They've not gone up as much, I don't think, because there's not as much demand for it. All right, very good, guys. Appreciate all of you guys being here. Let's look at the markets again, shall we? We're looking at the Asian markets now, and look at this. Platinum is shining again. Platinum is now up $1. Gold $1.80, down to $16.44.90. Silver down 2 cents to $19.32. It's been a fairly lackluster evening in terms of the precious metal spot prices overall. But indeed, that's where we are at. And thank you guys for being here. We are now 9 thumbs up away from that magical 200 thumbs up level. Can we get there tonight? Hopefully so, you guys. Appreciate you guys' support as we march through in this live stream. Our gold to silver ratio has narrowed slightly to 85.53. All right. Very good. So let's march through here to another comment. TNT Travels says it's crazy. The price of platinum has gone down or sideways for the last 7 years. A pretty stale market. It sure is. We've seen some excitement, but really in the past 2 years, it's been relatively exciting in the on the downside. Down to $600 an ounce. It's crazy. All right. Very good. But you're right. Okay. And on the platinum video again, we've got Judy chiming in, says, I can buy 1 ounce of gold or 2 ounces of platinum or 100 ounces of silver this month. Don't know what to do. Okay, I can understand that is a conundrum. I guess you could buy a little bit of each one. Judy, I would base your decision on how much gold you have, how much silver you have, and how much platinum you have. If you don't have any platinum, I would suggest getting 1 ounce of platinum and spending the rest and saving up for an ounce of gold. If you don't have much gold, if you have a lot of silver, I would hold off now. But, especially given the premiums. But that's just me. It just depends on how much you have of gold or silver or platinum. All right. Very good. Let's march forward here. HD Dyna Lowrider. We love HD Dyna Lowrider. He's been a watcher of this channel for quite some time. He says, I have never considered platinum due to the demand and the lack of supply due to the world situation with Russia and Ukraine. Price should be going up, I feel, but so should silver. But we see that they are still dropping. When the Fed has to reverse rates and prices should shoot up unless more manipulation continues. Who the heck knows anymore? All commodities go up, but PMs, no way this makes sense. Now I understand it's crazy. A lot of it is being pressured by the dollar index and bond yields right now. And rates going up. Those are the 3 big things. All right, Billy Bob Marengo, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for popping in. I really appreciate your support. You are awesome. Have a wonderful evening. Yes, indeed. Thank you, guys. We are 5 thumbs up away now from that 200 thumbs up level. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you guys. If you're here, if you don't mind pressing that thumbs up button, we're trying to get to 200. It's our goal for tonight. And you guys are wonderful for being here. Chris Phipps says, I recently picked up my first platinum 1 ounce coin when the spot was around $8.50. Nicely done. Hope to add a few more ounces to my stack while the price is still under $1,000. Yes, way to go, Chris Phipps. Great pickup indeed. All right. A very good pickup. Yes, sir. And let's march on through to the next. In fact, there was a channel, I forgot who, that picked up a generic or an Atmex platinum round. I meant to ask him. I forgot who that was, but somebody picked one up. I thought that was pretty cool. TNT Travel says here on this platinum video, he says the following. You're right, the Platinum Beast hasn't made a video for almost a year. He just disappeared, but his channel is still up. Maybe he was dissatisfied with how many views he had. Always less than 500 per video. No one cares about platinum, but that's the time you want to buy when it's hated. That's exactly right. And this video is not trending very well for the same reason too. Exactly right, for sure. But I still cover it anyway. It's a topic. All right, very good. Let's march on to the next one. Mrs. Coin Crew, the lovely Mrs. Coin Crew Angel. Platinum, it's a no-brainer. Get some. There you go. And she would know she and her husband are coin dealers. And so they should know. I wonder if they have any, have sold any at their shop. Yes, indeed. All right. Jerry Parker says here, what's the first thing you think of when someone says platinum? Myself, I think of catalytic converter, and it looks so much like silver. Yep. Well, if you look at the link to the end screen of this video, you can see that compared to silver, it is very different. You really can't confuse the two. All right. Very, very good. All right. Snakebite says we've hit 200 likes, but I'm still seeing 199. So if we can get a couple more thumbs up to bring us over the edge, that would be great. Appreciate you guys. And let's refresh these comments one more time, and we're going to see what's popped up there, since I know we've had at least 1 or 2 more comments since we started posting. But let's see here. Let's find out. We're among friends here. Let's get back down. So yeah, we've seen a couple more chime in here since in the past hour and a half. Almost 2 hours now, actually. And you know what? In this, let's do Gold Chick's comment here. I don't think we're going to get much lower than that on this thing here. I don't know why this thing is not. I can't get it to. I won't show the button to reply. There it is. Let's see what she says. I've always considered platinum a better moneymaker than a gold, and this has proven itself 3 times dramatically. A 5-2 ratio of gold to platinum has been in the yardstick. 500 silver to 1,500 Z's is plenty to make jewelry, especially for rare numismatics. I've dealt with too many Morgans to not consider anything newer, and no Morgans under PCGS or NGC under MS65 will ever make a profit, with few exceptions. If platinum is not a monetary metal, why is it on the US $100 coin? Sorry, it's a monetary metal, and now that is used in coinage commonly. Well, the reason why it's not considered a monetary metal, even though it's in on coins, is the same reason like tantalum is also, and niobium is also on some coins as well. In other words, just because you stamp a denomination on a coin does not necessarily make it a monetary metal, because monetary metal has to either circulate or be traded or recognized, by central banks or institutions widely. Even though platinum could, it's really just too rare, kind of like tantalum, niobium, and the like. And even though, and I think that's the reason why. I think it has some attributes that could make it that if more and more coins were struck in that. But it's basically a bullion coin, and that denomination just backs it by the government to where it could be. But it's mostly used for jewelry, as a catalytic converter, industrial use as a catalyst. That's its major, the vast majority of it, whereas silver has a dual role. So I hope that answers your question, but you do make a good point, Gold Chick, where you have been able to profit from it from your experience with using it as a yardstick for jewelry making, and you can profit from that because platinum jewelry sells for a whole lot more. I hope that makes sense. Thank you, Gold Chick. Great comment. Robert Laird, I like platinum a lot, but I don't have any. I should probably get some. Yeah, it may not be a bad idea just to speculate there. Very good. And let's see here. Chris Clark says, I agree platinum is very undervalued since 1969. The ratio of silver to platinum has been 72 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of platinum. Is currently at 49. So some real value in platinum. Yes, indeed, the platinum to silver ratio. Definitely something pretty interesting to look into. Grateful recovering, hyperdemically speaking. Everything will change for the worse after the midterms. Yep, I think so too. And then they'll blame it on the Republicans. Feeding this algorithm. Thank you, Lars Job. I appreciate it. You got some wonderful thanks for the thumbs up. We've gone beyond 200 tonight. Thank you so much. And let's play a little game now. Let's pause. We'll do an abrupt shift. For those of you who don't know, I have almost 5,500 videos on this channel, which means that more than likely you can put any search term on the search box on my channel page and something will pop up, no matter how crazy it is. And this is where the game comes in, because we're going to play a fun little game where you can pick any kind of search term you want, no more than 3 words, and they must be actual words in the English language. And they can be a little bit saucy, they can be a little salacious, but not overly vulgar. And so with that being said, JM Unleashed will post a link after we bring this up, but you get to choose a search term. Make sure your search term with those conditions plus 3 pluses before it so that I can see it. And when I say go, when I type the word go, you can start putting your search terms in there, no more than 3 words, not overly vulgar, and let's have some fun with it. Yes, indeed. Let's see what pops up there. And I'm going to pick the funniest one. Ooh, hey, there you go. I like JM Unleash's search term. That's pretty good. All right, yes, indeed. You want to play a game? That's right. All right. Very good. So let's see here. All right, everybody stop. Everybody stop. And yeah, because our crowd's diminished greatly tonight anyway, so we're nearing the end here. So let's see here. We're going to go ahead and go with JM Unleasha. That's pretty clever. Salacious. So let's see here. Let's see if we can put Salacious. And let's see what pops up here. I think he's going to break. I didn't spell it right. Is that how you spell it? Salacious? Sala, T-I-O-U-S. T-I-O-U-S. Yeah, I think that is how you spell it. But it broke the chat. Okay, broke the thing. All right, very good. All right. So let's try. We'll do Snorkel from No IQ. We're going to do Snorkel from No IQ. Let's see what pops up for Snorkel. That'll be interesting. That's a good one. Snorkel. Yes, look at this. Oh, yes, look at this. Great one. No IQ. Just before the stop sign. Sand dollars. Should I get them graded? Yes, this is Sal on location. And it's a short video. So there you go. Yes, indeed. Very good. All right. So check this out. All right. So Lacey. Okay. Very good. Okay. Very good. All right. All right. Well, no worries. That's all right. We'll get it next time. We'll get it one other time. At JM. Sorry about that. I didn't know how to spell that either. But I think this is a good one. Snorkel. This is what we popped up. So we'll do the Snorkel from No IQ. That's a good one. So JM Unleashed, if you could post a link to that one. So here's what you will do. When he posts the link to this, and thank you, Finding Kino, for the thumbs up. Watch this video, Sand Dollar, should I get them graded? And then put the word snorkel in the comments there, and let me know what you think of the video. I think you'll be quite entertained from this one. Thank you, JM Unleashed has it. And we're going to put that up there. And so it's the pinned message right now. So make sure that you check that out. Thank you guys for being here tonight. We had fun. I appreciate you guys so much. We will be back here on Tuesday night. So thank you guys again. I want to leave you with this sage piece of advice. And that is to keep your feet in the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Take care, all. Have a good night.